92. We are number one in the streets.
Alright, so we back to this bag. I like the visual. Well, I'm trying to get the visual. I like the song itself right now.
Yeah.
You were talking about dark-skinned girls not really getting their justice in the system right now. You're going to go hard until they get their
Nah, I mean, it's just something I had thought about. I didn't really think too much on it when I was writing it, but it's just, you don't see that many people that's, not high yellow on TV most of the time. That's where most of the appreciation come from, I got sisters and nieces and things like that, so it's something I noticed. Everybody noticed it.
Everybody noticed it.
Yeah.
Brothers like me ain't on, necessarily on the screen and nothing like that.
Yeah, for real. And that's just the crazy thing about it. And it's the justification of it be funny because you see people who not black talking about, oh no, they don't count, they not black.
True.
And it's like that's messed up both ways. You know what I'm saying? You taking somebody's identity from them, and then you saying certain stuff is safe, and it's not cool. We got a lot of kids out there that's getting made fun of and this and that by black kids for being black and not being this, not being that. And it's too late for all that. We're in 2017. We need to get over that.
I like that you're giving shorties an idea that they ain't necessarily gotta, drill all the time. They can, be outside and do other things like skateboard. Man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just be outside of violence, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, because it get old once you get older. But the problem with that is a lot of people ain't getting older. You know what I'm saying? They gone. So and it's just a mindset. I be looking at these kids, bro. And they just be trying, especially where I come from. They be trying so hard to fit a certain type of, image or persona of what they think. And a lot of it comes from the music. I'm from Long Beach, bro. Long Beach has got whatever been cracking for a long time since Snoop and before, whatever you want to say, since the 80s or whatever. But it's the suburbs in the sense of how it's set up. You feel me? But I seen when Chicago really took off. And then the kids start, dressing like they was from Chicago, and the niggas start growing dreads out, and the niggas want a specific guns. You know what I mean? If you out there, a gun is a gun. You feel me?
Everybody want to say they got the Draco, right?
Yeah, and I be looking like, bruh, that's what you gonna do with that. That's the pistol still. It shoot like a regular gun, and it's bigger. But it's like they don't know what they getting themselves into, and it's just all about, it's all about trying to be a part of something. That's what a lot of these kids want. A lot of times they come into music, but they're not really listening deep to the music. Because if you're really listening to the music, you'd understand anybody who come from that background, or they come from what you uplifting. In a sense, it's escapism. Ain't nobody really telling you to go out and do nothing crazy. It's just show what kind of sense we into where somebody can have a song about 50 of their homies being dead, and you want to go do that.
Same thing.
So I feel like sometimes you just got to be obvious with what you're trying to tell them because they might not get it. It's a lot of times we overlook just because we numb to a lot of things. It was this video on the internet, this lady listening to my song, and she was just heard about what the shit I was saying, and she was everybody was bagging on her stuff, but I was like, the sentence she said that was should have let people know it wasn't a joke. She does stuff like this really happen?
Mm-hmm.
She said that. So she clearly don't know what's going on, and that shows reality. But we just desensitized to the point that we ignore that and we just take it as entertainment. You feel me?
It's we take everything hood. I feel like young people just want to see everything ratchet. We want to hear everything ratchet. And, anything that we consider inside the norm is not necessarily what we want to hear. I
don't even think it's that. What I think it is I look at it like this, just growing up and being broke, that's the basis of it all for me. And it got to the point to where don't nobody want to come over here because it's dirty and it's yada yada, it's this and it's that. That ain't nothing you want to sleep about and think about all day. You feel me?
Right.
But then when we was growing up, we made it to the point that we made ourselves believe that they didn't want to come over here because we tripping.
True.
So it's they over here, they ain't over here because they scared and yada yada. But it's nah, it just what you gonna come over here for? You feel me? It's not appealing. It's not pleasing. And as I got older, and then I started touring a little bit, and I came back home. I was gonna see the homies. Homie had just had a baby, and then I hadn't been home in probably almost a year. That's the longest I've been away from home, right? On a straight stretch without really seeing nothing. And I was driving. I was like, it's nice over here. Look, I done been, to certain parts of the Midwest where people's less fortunate. I done been in Detroit. I done been to places, and then I go home, and I'm like, we tricked ourselves into thinking that the reason it just comes from a confidence level. Sometimes we lack confidence. We ain't got no money. We ain't got this. We ain't got that, and that's all we do have. So since that's what we got, that's what we gonna push because it make us feel special, make us feel important as kids. All these kids want is attention, right? They want attention. They want to feel special. That's all it is. And if we can get them something else that can help them feel that way, then everybody be straight.
And that's what you.
Yeah, people treat them like shit. It's like Amy Winehouse and Jimi Hendrix, all these people that clearly had problems, and we wasn't, thinking about them past what we wanted from them. It's like even when Lauryn Hill says, she's still here. I'm not trying to say nothing like that, but it's like she got to a point to where if Lauryn Hill got 8, 6 kids, she got a lot of kids. I don't know how many kids she got. She got all them kids, and she late to a show, and she might be going through something with her life. The consensus is, oh, fuck her, she ungrateful or something like that. It's like you don't treat these people like they're real people. Like you ain't never been late to work, my nigga. You ain't never took off work at the last minute. For me, I understand we got obligations, but I'm gonna find this for you. I understand we got obligations, but it's like we gotta understand that people are people. You feel me? And a lot of times as artists, we forget that Amy Winehouse's first song that everybody knew was Rehab, and then people want to call her a crackhead.
Right.
That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, you her whole solo.
You feel me? And it's like, and then we use the things that people go through to tear them down, and it really bothered me.
You feel like there are artists out now, I'm not going to name no names, but there are certain artists out now that put out their issues in the music, and we're just not paying attention to it?
All the time. Because we don't really care about these people, for the most part. It's entertainment, you know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. For the most part, we don't care about these people. And it's not fair. It's kind of fucked up because they can't go do nothing else. You feel me? Somebody put their life's work into something, and like it's like music is a funny thing. It's like you spill out your whole life story. You tell your bitch, your mama name, your daddy name, what street you grew up on, what city you grew up in, your first name, your last name, how much money you make potentially if you're gonna tell the truth, and this and that and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody sit there and decide if you deserve money or not for your life.
That's crazy.
You feel me? And then if they feel like you don't deserve money and you don't make no money, you broke. You feel me? But it's all donation based. Somebody cannot buy your album and then talk about how they didn't buy your album. But, we can't go to Target and be like, oh, we didn't go in your line. Nigga, you trash. It's like, it don't make no sense. But it's like, it's just people, like I said earlier, a lot of people use certain things to make them feel better about themselves.
Can the artist provides therapy with their music to their fans?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a give back in that? Do you feel like you might feel like a give back at your shows from your fans when they turn up at the shows? Is there
definitely you learn? You learn that essentially everything you've been through is worth something. In a sense, that's kind of what you learn. Because if they not having fun, you're not doing a good job for the most part. And they there to see you. You feel me? Especially it's real different. It's real different when it's like it's you. Like you opening up things like that to get it from when it's your show and they having a good time, that mean everything. That's the point.
So where would you want to do your next show? Because I heard what you said about your comments about hip hop and how it's greater now today, and I agree with you that it's greater.
This is my thing. This thing with that though, I ignore that shit because a lot of people just want attention. Not attention. A lot of people just want their credit, and it ain't to take credit for nobody. But I feel like you take credit from your work if you say that you did something and that was the peak of what you did. Then you didn't add nothing to it. But it's like, I don't know who. How many rappers playing stadiums right now? We got rappers that's not on the radio playing stadiums with like a G-Eazy or Logic and these type of dudes. Like Tyler Creator, Rocky. They not on the radio and they still able to play. I see
selling out shows and
10,000 seat venues type things. You know what I mean? So of course it's bigger, but we at a point now to where a lot of time until now, hip hop was still a subculture. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop ain't a subculture no more. It's basically
mainstream, in your face.
Exactly.
Every day.
So it's like I don't see the problem with none of that. I think that would make the most sense. But I'm just not a selfish person. A lot of that shit comes from selfishness. It comes from look what I did. Mm-hmm. I count too. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just people wanting opinions. I don't care what no nigga gotta say. But It is bigger, and it's a good thing that it's bigger, because it's, hip hop is in every commercial, it's in every movie, it's in every school, it's in everything. You can't go
You
nowhere.
can't get rid of it now. It's in the fabric of America now.
So it's like the world damn near. So
Yeah.
it's like, let's be honest, we got rappers from Africa and rappers from London and Ireland and all these Australia. It's everywhere. You ain't gonna find no country musicians from Africa and
No.
Australia and all these other places. You gonna be looking for a minute. So we should appreciate it.
How does it make you feel when you go, to different communities and, you might be the only person of color there, but you got, an array of fans that are there that are ready to turn up with you? How does
it make you pay attention to what you do and what you say? Because certain things become unnecessary. It's like you go to another country where they ain't really got no black people. You got a couple people that come from, not no American, black people.
Right.
We have people of African descent, but that could be anybody. But it's like you, in your head, you be like, this is my first time being around these people. They might not see another black person for another 10 years. And all I got to tell
the pure example of it in their face.
And all I got to tell these niggas is something about gangbanging. I be like, they make you look at yourself. It make you grow up, because you be like, you know what I mean? It's like certain things, just certain words, and just the way you portray yourself is like, all right, this is not the example, because, it's a lot of good examples, but it's like, this is your opportunity to share your story and share your side of the world and yada, yada with these people. And you don't got nothing better to say than this. You feel me? Because everybody got something to say on a deeper level, but a lot of times we do and say certain things because it worked. You feel me? That dudes been running about that same, pack of dope they got in the 10th grade.
They just switch up the way they sold it, the way they sell it.
Their whole career. And been rapping for 15 years. So, thankfully, God, hopefully they ain't had to do that no more. Because that's a penitentiary change, you feel me? But it's like, them could still be the songs. And it's funny, that's Kanye West interview. He said, everybody was mad about, the song he did, I Am a Guy. He was like, was y'all been happy if I did I Am a Nigga? Or, I Am a Gangster?
Probably would have sold more, right?
That's just real, because that's the fact. Because it comes to a point to where you too good and you this and you that and you that. But it's like, you learn a lot from getting out of here and going to other places, because they don't care about none of that. Like, you go to a different country, they don't care about where you from.
So what did you see looking back when you went overseas and then you go back to LBC and then you see that? Like, how does that rate?
It make you appreciate home more, because will give you a better sense of reality. You really know where you at, because you being over there, you might think it's worse than it is. You might think it's better than it is. And it let you know what you need to improve and what you need to appreciate.
Because we all coming from where we come from think like, yo, where we come from, like, it can't get no worse than this. It can't be no worse than this. And then you go other places, you be like, damn, it is kind of bad out here.
Yeah, I mean, my mom just from my parents. I was always like, I live in the north. It's a little bit nicer than everywhere else in Long Beach. No disrespect intended, but it's a little bit more, home like base. We got more home stuff. Not that many apartment buildings running around.
Okay.
So it's like, I always was like, at least
neighborhood.
I was like, at least I don't live on the east side. On the east side, they stacked on top of each other. There ain't nowhere to park. Ain't nobody got no garage. Just you got your apartment you right on the street, and then that day whoever you get into it with is around the corner, down the street. That way you walk out the house, you can see them niggas standing outside. So I was like, at least we ain't got to deal with that. And I was like, at least I don't got to deal on the east side. I mean, live on the west side, because the west got more race relation problems. And you got to just watch what you look like. And they ain't even got a chance to see if they recognize you, because it's going to turn it out faster. And then my mom and my daddy from Compton, so I was like, at least I ain't got to be in Compton. So I was always appreciative of the place I'm around, because I also got family members from everywhere, different parts of the city. And we was getting into it. They was really getting into it way more than we was. So I was like, all right, it ain't that bad over here. I would always felt like we was just in the middle, of being okay and not being okay, you feel me? And then, like, our rent was higher. It was a lot more going on. My mom had to work hard to get us over there, so I appreciated it. But when I went out, like I said, going to a place like Detroit, and certain place in Ohio, it just make you appreciate where you come from much more, and it make you want to make it better. Because the problem is the mind state. Ain't really no problem with, and it's no business and things like that in these communities, because they think we're not worth money, and they think we're not going to spend our money.
We spend the most money in the community. We have the most dollars.
But we driving over there to get them their money instead of putting it here and then hiring the people that live over here and things like that. It's this chef named Roy Choi, I think he's from the Bay. He make like Korean barbecue, Mexican food, like whatever. But he got these 2 restaurants called Local. He opened up one in the Grape Streets, like right across you from Jordan High School, and hired everybody from over there.
You think we just don't trust each other enough to want to do that?
I think it's an opportunity because, like, when I go in there, right, people from everywhere. I go to that restaurant. I go eat over there all the time. People go from everywhere, from all these neighborhoods going there. It's people from a specific hood that all work in there. You ain't gonna see nobody looking, nobody crazy. It's how you doing today, blah, blah. He giving away free coffee. They giving away free food after school, get out. Ain't nothing happened over there. It's been open for over a year. Ain't nobody even got slapped. Ain't no argument happened. And it's right in the heart of their
All
hood.
about community.
And then it's people coming in there that ain't supposed to be over there. But instead of looking at them like, what you doing over there, like, oh, they finna go get something to eat. It changed the mind state when you run into somebody. It's all about the altercation. And
Like,
you got
what y'all
one
here
open.
for? Like, it's a whole different situation.
Exactly, because it's a reason to be over here. We gotta have a reason to interact with each other. Because to be honest, 9 times out of 10, you see somebody that live down the street around the corner and they coming over there. What they over here for? 9 times over 10, they over here to go visit somebody or they over here tripping. And we thinking that first.
They over here tripping. They ain't over here to kick it. They ain't over here to eat.
Exactly, because in your mind, it's worthless to be over here. And we don't think about it like that, but it's like, in your head, you like, I don't even want to be over here.
Because that's how Chicago is. Like, people come from different places and they're not from here, and then they hang out places and they don't understand why things are turning up or why it's happening.
Yeah.
Like, because people think like, okay, it's not like the 90s where it's just mob action, people out on the blocks. Now it just people think it just comes from nowhere. Like, no, it's completely people beefing in certain areas and then they just pulling up to where you at.
See, look, I don't want to hear that though. This is why I don't want to hear that, because at the end of the day, just how the internet work and camera phones and cameras on every corner.
Facebook Live, people getting killed on Facebook Live.
To me, I would say it's worse in the sense of not the value, but just the mind state. Because the way it works now, and everybody knows, you do something now, it's more likely you going to jail. Back in the day, ain't no cell phones, no cameras, no nothing.
No face,
you
no
can
case.
smack somebody, they gotta run to the payphone, call the police. Police gotta call the dispatch. Dispatch, you already at the house with your shoes off by the time they get there. Now it's too many ways of proof, and they still doing it, which show they mean it. You get what I'm saying? It's for real. It's not for no reason. Because once you hop out that car, you know you probably finna go to jail.
Yeah.
And everybody know it's worth it. If that's how it's going down, that's how it's going down. So that just show it's not a day and time when anybody. My mama said when they was running around, it was a million busters because you're not gonna get caught. You can do whatever you want. Somebody gotta literally tell on you. You can tell on yourself with your cell phone being in your pocket.
Everybody see you now. You gonna tell about it on Snapchat.
Man, come on, the homie doing live from a flip phone that fell out of his pocket when he did something when we was kids.
Damn.
Flip phones had the GPS in them, and we ain't even know.
We ain't realize
It's like, but we in that day and age, so I don't want to hear all that. It's no reason now. It's no reason for us to not be able to walk up and have a conversation because ain't nobody talking to nobody. That's why it ain't gonna ever stop if we don't have these conversations. That's the difference. The difference is it's easy to pretend you care now because all you need is a hashtag and you cool. You ain't gonna hop on that flight or get on that bus or get in that car to go talk to somebody. Because if you walk down the street and ask somebody, how your day doing, you good, they gonna look at you like you crazy because ain't nobody ever asked them that before. So I'm not buying all that.
face to face interactions are all-time low.
It's an excuse, bro. I be seeing motherfuckers, they be like, what's up, bro, you good? They be like, yeah, why? You feel me?
You asked if they good.
They mama ain't asked them that day. You feel me? That's in my head. But when I'm thinking about it, when somebody would have asked me that when I was 16, 17, I would have looked at them like that was crazy too. Because, like, why you pretending you care about what's going on over here, but just getting older? I'm 23 years old now. Getting older, you understand certain things. And, I was lucky, but a lot of people ain't that lucky, which is why we got to, reinforce that in the music and what we do on the streets.
Power 92.3 FM.